Every time you go in bed and then you see her text, you are tempted to view her status, and maybe you end up viewing her status. You realize that she is with a new guy. You realize that she's having fun. And the captions are, love you first, put yourself first, having fun, right? She poses with that one guy with a caption that will raise questions on your side. And that, Isaac, that is the trap. We are given information so that we can interpret. We can only interpret those information, the picture, in ways that will hurt us more if we are only using a perception that involves only intuition, feelings, and we are using our subconscious reality. Every time she posts a picture on her status, she is accessing your data stream, because you can access your data stream. If she can access your data stream, that is your emotion, that is your feelings, then you can access it. So I set a trap for you to trigger you, because you are relying on your past. And you think you must fix something, it must work, and you have a lot of questions that you have no answers to, because it's just a feeling. And when feelings come, they don't make sense. We try to understand, we try to find for answers, because we think we need the love, we need the care, and they were good people. They showed so much love. This, Isaac, this is the spam. When people say she's narcissistic, she's controlling, I don't like her, they don't mean the love. They don't mean that maybe it's how she's acting. No, it's how her character and how you want to define it accesses your data stream. It's how you are receiving it. And I know you will say, but she showed love, but we had a relationship. The bad is the reason why, Isaac, today you are suffering. Today you can't move on. Today she still has control over you. Today, she's still thriving off of an illusion, an ego that you just handed it over to her. Today, you're the reason why she has the confidence that she can control anyone as long as she can give them the love, the care on an extreme level. Then she gets you attached, and then she makes sure that your brain is used to that. When you are around her, everything is fine, everything is perfect, and you are living this life that you don't want to let go. That, Isaac, that is the perception you have from the logic, emotions, and energy that you surround yourself with when she's around. And because you only view her in a positive way, she is accessing your data stream, so she's giving you information to save consistently. It's like a system. It's like, I'm acting this way, being too nice, being too good, showing so much love, because this is a way to get Isaac hooked, to convince him that this love is the most important thing in his life. And because you see that through energy, through flirting, through laughing, through her calls, through her voice, when she doesn't call, the urge to call her, that is the force she created when she was accessing your emotions so that you can save the data. A man who only wins, a man who has the upper hand, a man who is stoic, is a man who relies on logic, and not a man who relies on the data stream of emotions. Because what you are feeling, experiencing, that is the force that comes with an expectation. And the new feeling, the new emotion, that is what you need, Isaac, to finally accept that different types of emotions and feelings exist because we define them in that way. And we think that is reality. That is what we need. When you go on bed, you look on the phone, you try to text and then you delete. Text and then you delete. It's because of the wave that comes in the mind with a negative energy, with a negative feeling, with a negative emotion. Why? Because your body is on a flight and fight mode. It is using a sympathetic nervous system. And it's fighting, trying to fix, trying to understand, trying to solve. But it's not aware. The brain knows that something is wrong. Your feelings, your emotions, they exist because of your nervous system operating on a sympathetic nervous system and not parasympathetic nervous system. And the only way, Isaac, you can get her back so that you can feel like you deserve her is to fix, call, beg, chase, convince, and at least try hard. And that, Isaac, that is the trap. See, when we date, we have a relationship, we are also comparing the existence of this relationship with our past relationship. When we meet with Hannah in the front end game, Hannah is reading your behaviors, your character, your reactions through energy, and it's not through logic. Through that energy, she can access which energy you will need, which vibe you will need to experience for you to rely on her. Because if you are in a negative state of frequency, and then she can access that, but at the same time, she can access your positive frequency, which is just an illusion because of how you behave makes you think that this is what you need in your life, because your positive energy shows that you act in a more positive way. So she has mastered the art. She's looking in your eyes. Why? Because looking in your eyes, we see what you are looking at. When we see what you are looking at, we know what is important to you. When we know what is important to you, we mess or we give out what is important to you, and then after that we read your reactions. Are you happy? You are. Then I can access that part of you. Your brain is used to a specific pattern and experience of what you think it's happiness. But that is not happiness. That is torture. That is slavery. That is suffering. As long as you rely on that character, on that behavior, on that tone, on that nuance, on that explanation, and thinking that this is the love that you need in your entire life. See, Isaac, women know how to present themselves as the potential partners so that they can get you hooked. But once they get you hooked, you believe their love, you know that you can have a relationship, you start investing. Now, your return on investment is loyalty, right? You go in the bar with Johnny, you have fun, then Johnny buys you a beer. The next weekend he's around, he buys you another beer. The third weekend when Johnny calls you, he will tell you that he will pay for the beer, right? And then after having a beer, he will want to pay for that beer. But you will tell him, no, I got this. Because to you, it's a feedback. It's a return on investment. The last weekend, Johnny served me this, and then the previous one, he did the same. At least let me take care of this. It is a return on investment. That works for men. That is how most men invest. You expect the same from Hannah, right? She invested in you. She showed love. She showed care. You were hooked. You reciprocated. You showed love. You showed care. You invested. Now you expect a return on investment. No. That, Isaac, that is the trap. Because when you expect a return on investment, she tells herself, I got him. I knew it. And naivety is the only reason, Isaac, why you are suffering. The unanswered questions, the why it's happening and nothing makes sense, is the reason why you are suffering.